Good evening. Are we recording, Dave? You said we're, okay, thank you.
Recording in progress.
There we go. Good evening. Welcome to the Committee of Adjustments at 6:33 PM on December 11th, 2025. And before we start, we'll do a land acknowledgement. Bill?
Thank you. The town of Innisfil acknowledges that Innisfil is situated on treaty land that is steeped in rich indigenous history. The town also acknowledges that this land is the traditional territories of the First Peoples of Turtle Island. It is shared between the Anishinaabe peoples of Beausoleil, First Nation Chippewas of Rama First Nation, and Chippewas of Georgina Island First Nation. And we thank them for their generous stewardship. This meeting place is still the home of many Indigenous people, and as settlers, we are grateful to have the opportunity to work on this land. The town acknowledges the four sacrifices that are foundation of Canadian society today. We are dedicated to honoring Indigenous history and culture and committed to moving forward in a spirit of reconciliation and respect with all First Nations, Métis, and Inuit.
Thank you, Bill. Welcome to the Committee of Adjustments. This is a hybrid meeting where we're meeting in person at the Town Hall and offering the members of the public or applicants who are unable to attend in person to utilize Zoom or telephone to come before the committee. Members of the committee in attendance tonight is to my immediate right is Marnie Adams, to the right of Marnie is John Ramonde, and to my immediate left is Bill Van Berkel, and I'm Rod Hicks as the chairperson. We ask that everyone attending tonight's meeting put their electronic devices on silent. The committee will follow the agenda as noted. To view the agenda, please visit the town's website and access the Committee of Adjustments page. Here you'll be able to see current and previous applications. All applicants and members of the public who wish to address the committee via phone or Zoom will be placed on mute until called upon. You will be able to hear all conversations taking place. For applicants and members of the public attending in person or via phone or Zoom and wish to speak to a specific application, will be called to the podium by the chair in order of the agenda and proceedings. All comments will be addressed to the chairperson. We would ask that members of the public who wish to speak to a specific application restrict their comments to the specific details of the application being heard and have not been previously expressed by another member of the public. Once the public discussion is complete, the committee will close that portion and open discussions with the applicant. Once complete, the committee will render a decision. Can I have a motion to approve the agenda? Bill, second. Marnie, all in favor? It's moved. Motion to approve past minutes of meetings. Marnie, seconder. John? All in favor? It's moved. Thank you. Does anybody have any pecuniary interest to the applications before us? I see none. Ms. Secretary, how was notice provided for the applications before us?
Through you, Mr. Chair, in compliance with Ontario regulations, the notice of hearing was circulated to property owners within a 60-meter radius of the subject properties, and signs were posted on the subject properties on or before November 27, 2025. In addition, all application information, including the notice, key map, and application drawings, were made available on the town's website. Great,
thank you. And Cynthia, we have you here representing the first application of B2025-008, known as 2243 Crystal Beach Road. And welcome to the Committee of Adjustments. Madam Secretary, can you read the application? Any comments?
Through you, Mr. Chair, the applicant is proposing to sever the subject land to create one new lot. The retained land is proposed to have a lot frontage of approximately 15.8 meters, a shoreline frontage of approximately 14 meters, and a total lot area of approximately 446 meters squared. The severed land is proposed to have a lot frontage of approximately 14.5 meters, a shoreline frontage of approximately 16 meters, and a total lot area of approximately 421 meters squared. Planning recommends approval with conditions. Building has conditions. Engineering has a comment, and services has comments and conditions.
Thank you. Cynthia, are you and the owners in receipt of those comments?
Yes, we are, Mr. Chair.
Anything to add?
No comments, Mr. Chair.
Did you want to do a presentation?
We have a presentation ready if you are amenable to that.
Committee, you want to see the presentation on Crystal? All right, go for it. You're here. You can let the applicants know that you're here working for them.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, members of committee, members of staff, and the public. My name is Cynthia Daffern from Innovative Planning Solutions. With me is my colleague Nick Scarrett. He is attending virtually. We are here on behalf of our client, Kristen Cripps, to seek approval for a consent to sever for the lands municipally known as 2243 Crystal Beach Road. Next slide, please. The lot has an approximate area of 868 square meters, a frontage of around 30 meters along Crystal Beach Road, and a shoreline frontage of around 31 meters on Lake Simcoe. It currently consists of one oversized dwelling with a total of 2 kitchens, 6 bedrooms, 5 full bathrooms, and 2 driveways. And it currently is connected by a 1 meter by 2 meter hallway. Not pictured here is the significant structural and aesthetic difference between the 2 buildings. They do look like 2 distinct dwellings already in terms of number of stories, color, and design. It should be noted that there is also an existing wet slip on the waterfront. This is not in use and will remain in the current state. Next slide, please. The lands are designated residential low density 1 in the settlement area of Alcona and are zoned shoreline residential with special provisions by the CPP bylaw as a result of a recent council approval to address site improvements and any deficiencies due to the proposed consent. Next slide, please. The intent is to remove this 1 meter by 2 meter hallway in order to separate the existing structure into 2 dwellings and legally separate the 2 dwellings into 2 lots via consent to sever. You can see the proposed property line in this illustration here. The only other changes associated with this application are to revise some of the structures, sheds, decks, porches, and provide more space between the 2 buildings of the property line, and to remove some hardscaping in the rear waterfront line. Additionally, through CPP bylaw approval, native vegetation will also be planted in the waterfront in line with their shoreline regulations and policies, and this will constitute a significant improvement upon the existing conditions. Next slide, please. As you can see here, the new lots will be approximately 15 meters wide and have approximately 446 square meters for one lot and 421 square meters respectively. The only material difference as a result of this severance will be the removal of the hallway and site improvements. The dwellings, driveways, and overall layout will remain the same with the exception of these 2 legal lots each containing a single detached dwelling per lot. Next slide, please. So the subject lands were first developed over 30 years ago. Since the development of the lands, new policies have come into effect in order to protect the shoreline. These historic lot patterns that have existed prior to these new pieces, apologies. They are grandfathered into current policy, the existing frame lot. A series of CPP bylaw permits and bylaw amendments were previously approved in 2025, file number SL 2024-023, to permit the proposed variations from standard, which will result from the proposed consent to sever. Next slide, please. It should be noted that no impacts are anticipated from this change. The site has existed for over 30 years and demonstrates functionality. The removal of the hallway is a minor change, and the proposed consent is an administrative change only. And each lot will be individually serviced with municipal sanitary and water services. Next slide, please. So to conclude, the proposed consent to sever application intends to separate one existing residential lot into 2, each lot containing one single detached dwelling. No impacts are anticipated on the surrounding neighbors and land uses or Lake Simcoe. It is our opinion that the proposal is consistent and in conformity with all levels of planning policy and constitutes good planning. And we also just wanted to note that an archaeological assessment is underway as per the conditions of approval from the previous application by Irving Heritage. Next slide, please. Thank you very much. This concludes my presentation, Mr. Chair. Nick Scarrett and I would be happy to take any questions at this time.
Thank you. Madam Secretary, I don't believe there's anybody here speaking for or against.
Through you, Mr. Chair, there is not.
Okay. Committee members, do you have any questions? Bill?
Yeah, just one that cut out in one lot. What's it for? Is that a boathouse or boathouse?
Slip. That's a wet slip?
Through you, Mr. Chair. It is a wet slip. It's an existing wet slip.
Is it not owned by that lot?
Through you, Mr.
Because
Chair.
it shows that there's a,
Through you, Mr. Chair. It's existing, it's not in use. It's just a feature of the lot that is there already. There's a shoreline wall that's acting as a retaining wall between the lot and the Lake Simcoe. It's just going to maintain that current state. It currently is not in use and is not expected to be in use in the future.
no, I was just wondering because if somebody else wants to put their boat there, they can.
Through you, Mr. Chair, the wet slip is currently, based off of conditions of the site at previous opportunities to visit the site, it is currently filled with sediment. I don't expect anybody is going to use it for that purpose anytime soon, but I understand that somebody could do that.
Yeah.
I understand what Bill was asking because the survey that we have shows it going around it.
Around
So who owns it? That's where we're coming from. And that's why the question is, well, so anybody can use that then? It's not part of the severance. It's not part of the new title that'll be on that property.
I understand. I believe that Nick Scarrett might be able to give a more fulsome response.
Okay, before we get Nick here, John, you had a question?
Not related to that, but
Okay, well, let's get Nick on to address this, and then John has a follow-up.
Through the chair, can you hear me?
Unfortunately. Welcome, Nick.
Good to see everybody. Hope everyone's having a good night. So to address the question, that area, you can probably see a faint line that goes from north to south that blocks off that wet slip. That would be
Can we bring it up, Dave?
personally owned. So the pretty much the entire cutout wet slip is on the upper side or upper elevation of 219.15. So essentially that is private property. So that wet slip has been historically constructed over time and obviously was used as a boat slip at some point in time for personal use, but is now only used for maybe water access or but not for any boat slips. But yes, it would be for private, not public.
I guess, Nick, where our issue comes is that looking at the survey lines, it goes around that boat slip, and that's hence Bill's question, who owns it then? If the green line goes around that wet slip, so to me, it belongs to someone else and not the property. That's where we're going with the question.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the site plan right now. And the survey, 1 second, I'm just pulling it up. So on the survey, it shows the water's edge and a dimension from an iron bar that's about 2.4 plus or minus meters from that iron bar to the water's edge. That is privately owned. The rest is public. So essentially 3/4 approximately of that wet slip is private.
Doesn't look like that to me. Yeah, go ahead, Bill.
Nick, is that, the square meters of that lot, does that include that wet slip or not?
We omitted the wet slip from the lot area, so we went around where the green line is.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
So
fine.
essentially, I think what you're getting at is is the property area in jeopardy? No, we took a lower amount because we cut out the wet slip.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
why you see the green line.
Okay, thank you.
Tamaj, did you have something to add to it?
through you, Mr. Chair, I just wanted to point out,
We can't hear you.
I see it now.
my microphone's not working, but
Okay.
the second page is the survey, and the first page is the site plan. So if you want to just see the survey, it's up on the screen right now.
I can see it now, yeah.
Okay. John, you had a question?
Through you, Mr. Chair, more to the planning department. So when you sever this property or split this down and then you take out the hallway, I'm seeing that we're going to have reduced side yard setbacks. I'm curious why we don't have to acknowledge or approve a reduced side yard setback.
Yeah, that's already done on
It's already been done, John.
the community, council already approved it.
Okay. Oh, the shoreline, yes, I saw that, you're right.
Yeah, so we're just looking at the severance. I had the same question, John.
Okay.
Okay, any other questions? All right, can I have a motion for or against the application of B 2025-008, 2243 Crystal Beach? Bill?
Thank you. I make a motion that we approve application B 2025-008, 2243 Crystal Beach Road, as long as all the conditions are met.
Motion to approve with conditions, seconder? Marnie, all in favor? You're approved, Cynthia. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nick. Okay, next applications is 900 Frederick Street. It's A 2025 039 057 058 and 059. And we have Sean, no, sorry, GTA permits. Are they here with us?
Through you, Mr. Chair, we have Robert. He is virtual. He just unmuted.
Okay.
Hello, committee members. How are you?
Good. Welcome to the Committee of Adjustments.
Thank you for having us.
Are you just on the phone? You're not on visual? Sarah, do we have a visual or not?
Yeah, just on the phone.
Oh, we thought we had you on cam, that we could see you.
I apologize. My camera does not work on this laptop.
Okay. All right. Madam Secretary, can you read the application? Any comments?
Through you, Mr. Chair, the applicant is seeking relief from Section 3.3F of the zoning bylaw for an increase to the maximum permitted height for an accessory structure from 5 meters to 5.97 meters. And Section 3.3B for an increase to the maximum permitted gross floor area for an accessory structure from 50 meters squared to 84.54 meters squared, as well as Section 3.18.2D for an increase to the maximum permitted height for a detached garage accessed by a rear lane from 5 meters to 5.97 meters. And lastly, Section 3.3A for an increase to the maximum permitted total lot coverage of detached accessory buildings and structures from 10% to 15.5%. Planning recommends approval with conditions. Building has comments, engineering has comments, and a member of the public provided comments.
Thank you. Robert, are you in receipt of the comments from the town and your owners?
Yes, I am.
Do you have anything to add to it, or do you have?
Well,
Go ahead.
yeah, the purpose of the proposed garage is the homeowner has a motorhome and a few other vehicles, ATVs and snowmobiles and things like that are currently outside on the property. He's facing issues with bylaw, having those things on the property, and it just doesn't. It doesn't help with weatherproofing for these things that he owns, and he wants to kind of consolidate and put everything into one garage, as opposed to having the existing garage. His motorhome will not fit in there because of the height. So the existing garage will be maintained for their personal vehicles, and the proposed garage will be for just storage of the motorhome, any of their ATVs and snowmobiles, and tires for the motorhomes and tires for the vehicles, winter tires and all that stuff.
Okay, and it's not going to be used for any type of inhabitable rooms in it?
Not at all.
Okay,
Just strictly garage and storage.
all right. And Madam Secretary, we don't have anybody speaking for or against. We just have one comment that was supplied to us.
Correct.
Thank you. Committee members, do you have any questions? No questions? Okay, can I have a motion for or against the application? Marnie?
Through the chair, I'd like to make a motion to approve applications A 2025-39, 57, 58, and 59 regarding 900 Frederick Street as applied for, subject to conditions.
Okay, so the motion is to approve with conditions. Do I have a seconder? Bill, all in favor? You are approved, Robert, for that one.
Thank you, members of the committee.
And I guess you're staying on the line with us because you're on the next property.
Yes, one more.
All right, so application is A 2025061, known as 208 Parkside Crescents. Madam Secretary, can you read the particulars?
Through you, Mr. Chair, the applicant is seeking relief from Section 3.3B of the zoning bylaw for a proposed detached garage. The gross floor area or footprint of an accessory building or structure shall not exceed 50 meters squared, and the proposed gross floor area for this detached garage is approximately 111.48 meters squared. Planning recommends approval with conditions, and building has comments.
Thank you. And Robert, you have the comments from the town?
I do.
And anything to add to it?
I just want to mention again, the purpose for this, for the proposed accessory building, which is a detached garage, it's, the homeowners will be having their, I believe it's their mother or father moving in with them. So that they're going to be eventually changing the existing garage into habitable space and making it part of their livable space. That will be a separate permit and a separate application. But the what they wanted to do was have the the proposed accessory building for the parking for all of them, their parents, and for them as well. So they have it all in one place, because they will be, when they add the livable space into the existing garage that's attached to the home, they won't have any more of the parking. So they still want to be able to have a parking that's accessible by all three vehicles.
Okay, and again, the same question as before. It's not going to become an ADU of any shape or form?
Absolutely not.
Okay,
Just garage and storage again.
great. Okay, and there's, again, no one speaking for or against this application. I see that. And committee members, do you have any questions? Bill?
Yeah, I would like to see a survey on it or something. I don't know where this building is going to go exactly.
Do we have that, Dave? Anything to bring up?
Oh, okay.
Just give us a minute here.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Any other questions? Nope. Marnie, no questions? Okay, can I have a motion for or against this application? John?
Through you, Mr. Chair, I will make a motion to approve application A2025-061, subject to all the conditions.
Okay, a motion to approve on 208 Parkside Crescent. Do I have a seconder? Marnie, all in favor? There you go, Robert, you did well tonight. You're approved.
Thank you, members of committee. I appreciate the time.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Thank you. Madam Secretary, we don't have any new business tonight?
Through you, Mr. Chair, we do not.
Well, then we're going to put a motion forward to adjourn for the Christmas season at 6:57 hours. Can I have a motion? John, seconded by Bill. We are adjourned.